Hi, I am Kedger on two wheels and I am standing in the middle of the road to show you the new CBR 500R. Which is actually this guy's. He actually lent me his bike for me to test ride. So this is the same bike as the CBR 500R from before. It is still a pirate bike, the R500R. And it is also, I think it's also a pirate bike in that it only turns on one light at a time. No! Dual LED headlamps! Awesome! And these headlamps are LEDs and they are absolutely brilliant. Great nighttime illumination. This is one major plus for people who ride at night. So, front to back. Same as before, 120 width tire at the front, 160 at the rear. Dunlop Sport Max, these are very sporty tires. Single disc brake with ABS, normal suspension, 2-cylinder 500cc 48 horsepower engine, just like the CBR 500R from the previous year. This is a Class A2 bike. Big bulky exhaust, as is normal on Japanese bikes because of sound restrictions on Japan. You have your normal indicators, which are halogen. The tail light is LEDs. And other than that, this is the normal CBR 500R, with a tiny little exception, which is this. Suspension is adjustable on a Class A2 bike, which is not normal at all. And is also not normal for this price range. So, big plus here, and also a big plus on the headlamps. So yeah, oh, this guy has already put a prettier windscreen and these adjustable levers, which obviously the original one doesn't have, right? So yeah, we're all here to see how she goes, so let's get going. Bora lá. Tás? Okay, so let's see how she does on the test track. Then 3, 2, 1, let's go! There's a cool feature I like, which is the rear seat is much higher than the front seat. So when you scuttle your butt backwards, you hit a bump behind. Not really needed, as this does not have the power to throw you off the back of the bike. But nice to have anyway. And this one, this is the feel you get immediately, is that this is not the same suspension as the old one. It's much improved. It feels stiffer, but still comfortable. This is a very good suspension actually. I really like it quite a lot. For a budget bike, remember, this is a budget bike. And it is a really fun bike. I have left the RC125, obviously, way back in the dust because this is much faster. It feels just so nice, slightly hanging off this one. Why are you in the middle of the road? Are you trying to block me? Sounds nice, will probably sound pretty well with proper exhaust. Corners really well. As I said, these are Dunlop Sport Max, which are sporty tires, not sports, but they are much sportier. And this leans very much. Really feels like a sports bike. I'm slightly leaned forward, not a lot, but I do have the room to be a lot more lean forward like this and not to look like an idiot. So there's a lot of room for body positioning. I can go like this, more sporty, or like this, more straight up. So the seat is long, so you have a lot of room to play around with. It looks sporty, especially with this beautiful windscreen by Puig. It corners like a proper sports bike. It's a really nice one. And it's light, but it's not, it's light, but it's not, there's absolutely no weight around here. Light, okay? You feel there's weight, there's a lot of weight on the front wheel, so it becomes real stable. I like it quite a lot. It's very sporty. It's got clip-ons, even though the clip-ons are slightly raised, as you can see, to keep it into a slightly sane riding position. Okay, we're ready, we're going. Keep it to the same riding position. The clip-ons are elevated, so it's not completely down on the ground. So you can ride it slowly and comfortably, or you can ride it like a maniac and have a lot of fun. And this is a very, very fun bike, and for the price that you pay, I have to say, this for me is the new queen of the Class A2 sports bikes. It's light, it goes, well, as fast as any of them. It brakes well, it corners very well. It has a really nice fit and finish. Looks great. And I'm not really sure, but I think we do have a fuel consumption gauge, do we? Or not? Can't see it right now, but I think he says on the intercom we do, so we probably have a fuel consumption gauge. Oh yes, we do. So average 4.3 liters to 100 kilometers, and that's probably with someone which is very throttle happy. So yeah, there's your real world consumption on this bike, 4.3. And you want to stop completely, okay. And it's very smooth. Okay, you feel a little vibes on your feet and on your hands, but still it is quite a smooth bike. Rolling throttle just goes softly, not jerkily forwards. Doesn't scare. Don't go in. Okay. Now brake and brakes. Tight turn, lean off and turn. And now lean on the opposite direction and turn. And now lean on to the other one and turn. Awesome bike. This is a really nice sports bike. It's a really awesome sports bike for beginners. It doesn't intimidate, gives you confidence, really stable, really nice. Really, really, really like this one, and I am a little bit envious. I think I already know what I'm gonna get if Mini Cager wants a bigger bike when he's 18. I think it will quite likely be one of these, because this, quite frankly, is a very, very good bike for this price and for this class. You are one lucky bum. You are one very lucky bum. And I also like the tires. I wanted to show you the tires. Let's see, I'm going to get it into first gear so it doesn't roll off. And side stand, which for some reason now is easier to activate than on the previous one. Maybe I was too dumb for it. Look at the tires from this bloke. You've been riding since? You've been riding since March this year? This is a 6-month experienced rider on these tires. Look, what chicken strips. It's melted, so these are very sporty tires. Look, they're melted all the way. This is actually a smart thing from Honda, because these tires, they don't last that much, but they're super sticky tires, so that beginners don't actually crash when they try to lean the bike to get rid of the chicken stripes. These are actually smaller than on my own bike. Awesome. This is a really good one. Seriously, really good one. If you guys manage to do a test ride on one of these, go. Seriously, go test ride one of these and you will be surprised at just how nice it is. It's not a super sport. It doesn't go like a super sport, but for an A2 bike, this is awesome. Really awesome. The seat is comfortable. This is the bump I told you about. You can fit your back in there. Very cool one. I love it. Thank you very much. Cager out.